Hello, this is Tom Zeppeveld from Graphileon with today a presentation of our project logic viewer, which is a Graphileon configuration that we designed to analyze and visualize conceptual logic of multi-project, multi-program environments as they exist in many different domains. Today it will be about the project logic viewer. Of course, before you can visualize the logic, you have to build the logic. That's another dashboard, but today just the viewer. Here we have a panel in which questions will appear that relate to items that I select over here. And here on the right side, I have a list of concepts that relate to project management, like activities, benefits, capabilities, but also impact and indicators, projects and programs. But since today is the day that COP25 starts in Madrid, I will focus on SDGs, of which these SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, of which there are 13. I can select one and bring it to the central canvas, and when I click on it, questions will disappear. For instance, a question like which project contributes to this Sustainable Development Goal. A number of projects will do that. I'm working here with dummy data that are created myself. If I select the project and I show the path, as you can see, it will display how this project contributes to this climate action through activities that produce outputs and capabilities and through outcome. If I'm looking at a specific project and I want to know, okay, which projects, are there any projects I could learn from? It would, for instance, make sense to ask a question like, which other project contribute to the same SDGs? So if I would click here, I get a number of projects. Many of them contribute to a lot of SDGs. But let's return at the end to make the visualization not too big. These projects, I can add them, and already you can see that there is additional complexity, but it is displayed nicely, and you can see that these Sustainable Development Goals, as well as this one, are supported by multiple projects, including the one that I started with. Since it becomes more complex, let's just bring it back to a single node and, for instance, ask a question. Okay, which target groups benefit from this project? Okay, I have multiple target groups. It can be organizations as well. So we define target groups as any entity that is affected by benefits that are created by the project. As you can see here, I have an organization. Here I have a specific target group. I could, of course, start with this one as well and to say, okay, which project create benefits for this target group? And I would have a couple of them, which could be visualized nicely this way. I now always started with a single item as a starting point for the question. But for instance, if I would have multiple Sustainable Development Goals, and I would add all of them to the canvas, and select a couple of them, then you can see here it goes SDG multiple, and if I would like to find which project contribute to all SDGs, I have two projects that do that, which I could visualize as well. So this for now. As you can see, you can approach the conceptual logic from different angles. The number of questions that you could define for each type of element, like a project or an activity or any of the other ones, because as you know, there are many in this list. Just to show you a last example, for instance, if I have benefits over here, you could clear this one, benefit XYZ, and it's selected, so you can really do it from any angle. So this is really quite flexible. So if you're interested to know more about how we did this, please contact us. What I can already share is that there is a visualization component by YWorks, which is called Y files for HTML. At the back there is a so-called graph database, Neo4j, and our Graphileon platform sits on top of that, and that allows you to do this kind of things with very little coding. So let us know if you're interested, and thanks for watching.